So a couple of years ago, we did some research with a large number of our partners, many of whom are the same partners in the Industrial Internet Consortium. But instead of looking at the technology aspects, we were looking at the impact on industry and society. And there was some findings there that struck us as being pretty significant. In particular, there was one set of findings that 72% of business executives that were surveyed felt that they thought industrial internet would be disruptive to their industry. 78% thought that this would happen within a 5-year time frame, and 88% felt that their companies weren't ready. This to us indicated that there's a significant shift to come, and something that will have much far-reaching consequences than just the technology, and therefore something that we should be paying attention to. I think there's a huge amount of excitement and optimism for the new business models and the new ways of creating value, the new services and products that we can bring to customers, the efficiencies that this drives, and really more broadly about how more efficient supply chains and value chains could have a positive impact on the environment. At the same time, I think a lot of people are looking at the transformation that this implies that their business will need to go through, and that level of change naturally makes people uncomfortable. There's a degree of uncertainty, so people are trying to figure out what to do. There's a logical progression that the thinking goes through inside any number of companies. So the first one is there's a recognition industrial internet can bring about operational efficiency. The second step then is very short-lived to say, well, if we are able to drive operational efficiency, there are some new services and new business models that we can begin to bring to our customers. For example, predictive maintenance, right? We can start to focus on the outcomes that our customers want rather than the products which they have to use in order to get the outcomes that they want. The next step then, however, is realizing that if we take our capabilities and our data and our information, and then we partner with the capabilities and data and information from other companies and other organizations, then we can deliver much richer outcomes and much richer value to our customers. And so in that sense, this idea of ecosystems is absolutely central to where the industrial internet is taking us. And you know, I do think it is new. I think we've always had partnerships, we've always had alliances, but I think the level at which companies now need to think about how do you develop those partnerships and alliances is going to go through a step change. And I think what's also new is that you start to see these partnerships and alliances emerge where you see even competitors starting to cooperate together, or you see companies from a range of different industries coming together in order to deliver out integrated outcomes. I think what's interesting about the emergence of these ecosystems is that as companies are beginning to kind of look and explore these partnerships, many of them themselves are beginning to question, what is our core capability? What is it that we are actually bringing to the party? And in many cases, companies are starting to redefine or starting to rethink what their place in that broader ecosystem is. The expertise and the capabilities that telecom operators and other parts of the telecom industry have built up over the years is extremely valuable, and not something that can be replaced by others. One of the striking aspects of Industrial Internet of Things is that many of the most innovative solutions are, as I mentioned, they involve companies from multiple different sectors. So they actually sit at the intersection of our current industry verticals. Certainly some areas where there's a lot of interest and excitement and investment right now is around, of course, mobility, is around healthcare, is around smart manufacturing, and is around energy. I mean, I think all of those areas are definitely seeing a lot of excitement and innovation, and I'm sure there's another one or two that I'm not mentioning as well.